call the City of Vernon council meeting Monday, December 22nd, 2025 to order.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. We ask that you will guide and protect the council and the community. Help them to make the best decisions tonight and each and every day that will help to strengthen our community, Lord, and be with this town in this time of loss that they have suffered recently, and with the families of those that have suffered the loss, and just keep us safe and healthy and protect our country. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mayor Britton report. Candace and I met with the engineer,
Okay.
not Gary on mine. And Candace explained our deadlines to him. He went over, was looking at the air conditioners, stuff like that, and he really didn't say much about getting back with her on it. He just basically looked at the AC units and his plans that from last year. So Candace, if you want to tell them what our
The
deadlines
community center deadline is in September. It takes the state about 6 weeks to finalize payments. It has to be completely paid out by our deadline. We cannot have another extension. So we really need to be done by the middle of July. Best case scenario, it goes to bid for construction mid-March, and we're gonna have about 4 months to complete it. I don't know that that's gonna happen, but we really need to make it happen if possible, because two things. One, you gotta give the money back, and two, nothing over there works anymore. So we're not gonna have use of the community center if we don't get this done. I'm constantly working with them, but those plans are 60% complete. I will be talking with them again tomorrow, assuming they're working through the holidays. And that's what I have. There is a grant that we can get should we realize we're not going to reach the deadline. That pays for the stuff done so far. So it would pay for the engineers and the architect and all that. But once construction starts, it don't pay for that. So it's gonna be if we're not gonna make it, y'all are gonna have to make a decision on either we go with that grant and pay everything back, or we risk not getting done and having to pay the state back. So I guess that's gonna depend on how they get moving. But I would say when we put it out for bid, if the contractors don't have a timeline that's guaranteed, then y'all probably need to consider going the opposite direction. And that's the last thing I want to say, because that's a benefit for our community, and Miss O'Leen gave her heart over there, and I really like to see it back together. So
I think all of us feel the same way. I don't have anything else. Attorney's report, Ms. Michelle.
I don't have anything.
Clerk's report, Ms. Candace.
well, that and we're moving along on all the other grants in a decent timeline. We submitted the permit for the septic station to DEP. There was something Dale missed on that, so they sent it back to me today. I've got it back to Dale. He's gonna fix it, and we'll get it back. So just want everybody to keep in mind that, as Jimmy said, until the sewer plant's repairs are done with that grant, we can't use the septic station. So it's exciting, but if it gets done first, we can't put it into operation. So just if Odom or somebody's calling y'all need to know that. And then we approved the $200 per employee Christmas bonuses when we did the budget. Budgeted for $1,400 because we had 7 employees. We have 3 employees at this current time. Is that staying the same? I mean, are we doing 200 per employee? Rusty's out busting his butt. One man shows, can he have more of a bonus? I'm just asking, we budgeted 1,400 and we've only got 3 employees, so how do y'all want that divvied up? Cause I'm doing that in the morning.
I think it should be, in my opinion, it should be split between y'all.
Do you wanna add that as number 5?
Are y'all in agreement with
Nikki,
that?
are you with me that we could give some of ours to Rusty?
Yeah.
Okay, and I can, will y'all allow me to do that?
I don't have a problem with that, I just want it to be fair to everybody and not,
Okay.
I mean, nobody's arguing the fact that Rusty's been.
No, I know, but
I mean,
we
he
just-
absolutely has.
He's trying.
We just, you know, we appreciate him. He's kept us
Yes.
going.
Well, I'll leave that up to y'all,
Okay.
but I think it's a safe city decision to go with what we
Okay,
budgeted.
that's all I have on my clerk report. I remember what I went in there to get was my list of stuff you gave me.
You want me to go get her?
Do we need to go over it? For the plant?
She's talking to you.
I left the list you gave me in my office. Do I need to go get it?
How long ago was that?
You gave it to me this week, last week.
Yeah, you might better go get that, cause I don't know.
You got it, Nikki? It's on my little standy up thing. It's all
I'm sorry, there been so many lists, I don't know.
Boys. Miss Carolyn's not with us anymore.
She's not worked in about 2 months. We're still hoping that she will eventually work, but she's not doing well. She's not feeling well. So she's not working a couple months. Sorry, I walked in there and looked all around for what I was forgetting, but I couldn't remember it, so I brought y'all that plan. And she's looking at my desk going, I ain't never gonna find this.
Maybe she
It was on the
understands
standy
that
up
the
there.
standy
It is on the
thing.
standy uppy thing.
You should go find that, right?
As long as there's only one of those.
There's maybe 60 other things on there, but it's in the front. Ish.
But you can't find it up here.
Somebody wrong to help her.
Here she comes.
Good job, Nikki.
Sorry.
Good job.
I didn't give you
I don't
that
think she
this week,
recognized what the standy uppy thing was.
This one was on my,
got a code, like.
a long time ago.
this one was on my desk fresh this week in
I'm
an
sorry,
envelope.
that's been, you can read them off, they're probably
Okay.
still on there, but yeah.
Oh, well, you can tell us what's not, we got the
Absolutely.
Lazy Bone Drive in front of the lift station water leaks. Is that one fixed?
No,
Okay. Highway 277 across from Michael Brock's.
yes,
See, you highlighted it. This is new.
okay.
Highway 278 in front of Gerald Ward's.
No,
Not highlighted. Highway 278 on left at Culvert Crossing.
that's gonna be a major one.
That one's highlighted. Highway 279 just past Church.
No,
Yeah.
Church Street just before Jerry Brock. Highway 277 service above Lazy Bone. Highway 277 line south side of 277. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea.
Dalton Street. Dalton Street's been fixed.
Where's Dalton? I thought that was here.
In front of Kaylin's house.
Unless Rusty fixed it, I
He
did.
did fix it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did
fixed
fix that one.
And the one, the service line up
Huh?
277, I
Yeah.
think they've already addressed that.
Up 277? Okay.
I think the highway ones.
They did because I saw Rusty and Miles.
Alright, you got, well,
You highlighted the big
y'all, I guess this is going under public works report, is that right, Becky? For public works report?
Yeah.
Okay. Wells 1 and 2, they're working on them for the grant.
Yeah, they're
Um,
completely out of service.
Do we have the eye wash hooked up at well 3?
No.
Okay. Paint piping?
Hmm.
needs new exhaust fan.
Hmm.
Needs all light bulbs changed.
They did.
Generator needs to be repaired. They've been working on that.
Did they call back after we hooked up the wires?
Yes,
And what'd they say?
we don't know.
Cause, you know, we lose power, we dead.
He told me he was coming, but I mean, he hasn't called and said they came. Chlorine analyzer needs service.
Yeah,
That's done or it needs
no,
service?
it needs, to be-
Who's the call on that?
I can take care of that.
Okay. We know about how much water we're using per day. Water system needs flushing.
They're starting on that. We just
Okay,
need to
so
get on
they're
the
starting on
program.
that.
Yeah, I can help Rusty with that, set up something. Not a problem.
Service line on Lazy Bone needs to be buried.
Yeah, it still needs to be buried.
The list is getting a lot shorter. I just want
We're-
those that aren't normally at a meeting to know that.
Yes.
Yeah, we started out with the 2 or 3 pages.
Full pages.
Yeah, that was a
so-
lot.
The plant, has any of the, and the collection system, has any of that been, there's 20 items on here.
You have to name a couple of,
Spray field heads, I know you hadn't done that.
no, because we got.
Check valves.
No, that's gonna be part of the project. though.
Okay, so I don't have to go over this one.
I'm assuming it's gonna be, I've asked them to make that part of the project. I don't know what else is on there.
Hot liner pump, air compressor,
Polymer pump. Good to go.
is working.
When's the last
What
time
about the
we-
sludge at the belt press?
Not working correctly, but we're using it.
You're, okay.
That's gonna be
Lift
covered by the
stations?
project too.
Lift stations, no pump at Shady Grove. Needs both pumps.
That,
They fixed that one, AAG just fixed that one, didn't
I
they?
know we got the invoice on it.
Yeah, it's right here. Moss Hill Lift Station, one pump working, needs pump rebuild or replaced and a new starter. Is that one in here?
Well, you can just go on and say that one pump is all you have in every lift station, pretty much.
Well, that's the rest of that list.
So he said if the generator goes down, is it dead in the water?
Dead in the water. Y'all do have a,
I mean, there is no backup.
yeah, you do have a portable,
Is it big enough to,
oh, it's big
Yeah,
enough, but I don't know when the last time it run. It needs to be serviced at some point in time.
is it ours?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We actually have three of them back there. I was told one of them was no good, and I really can't tell you the condition of those.
So we need to run that one, get that somehow on.
I'll call to get those 3 serviced. Are they all at the plant?
That lockup down here.
Okay. Rusty's been covering everything, Mills is helping. They're almost done with meter reads. As y'all know, there was a, they had to slow down on the meter reads because of the dog bites. So, but they're back at it. They'll have them to us by Monday, I'll put them in Monday. Yeah, I'll put them in Monday and get the bills printed Monday. They probably won't go out, till Tuesday, Wednesday. So there'll be a few days later than normal. Just couldn't help a dog bite. And that's it.
So we've covered the parks report and public works report, fire department report.
He started turkey shoots. They've done $1,015 so far. On the 27th, they're having a dinner at the fire station and he wants to invite the city council. All city council's invited, but he needs a head count, so if you're going to attend, he would like to know. And that is the 27th. We already approved their bonuses back when we did the budget, so those that were staying
time?
in budget. Let's see what he said.
Saturday or Sunday?
this Saturday. I think they're doing it before the turkey shoot, is what I'm thinking. This Saturday, 27th, but he didn't say a time.
By the time the turkey shoot.
I'm just gonna, I'll ask him, we'll see if he responds. That's all he has. Oh, the tanker's in the repair shop. Four-ish. Four-ish on the time. Shaq?
Something like that.
You get 4.
So that's all he had.
Okay, thank you, Candy. Recreation report, Ms. Nikki.
Basketball has closed. Registrations, we're working on numbers. It won't start until around the first of the year because we have renovations going on in the gym. The painting is done, the flooring is done. I'm waiting on asbestos testing for the walkway flooring. I'm going to go with it's like a rubber gym flooring, so it's non-slid, like non-sliding or something like that. So I'm hoping, of course, if there is asbestos, then we'll just have to put it over it and put like a coat of something. So I'm waiting on that. I hope to hear back that this week. I have the ceiling tiles in and they are going to start working on those this week, replacing all the ceiling tiles in the walkway area. Mr. Wayne, I told y'all he's gonna be over basketball. He come and looked with it and looked and everything and he's excited for it, and Candace got to see it, and it's going in the right direction. Like I can see a little bit of a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. So
It looks way better than before it was vandalized.
yes, it does. So I'm excited about that. That's all I really got going on.
Thank you, ma'am. President's report, I think everything has already been covered throughout the rest of it. So moving on, number 1, interview and appoint city council members until the March election.
Becky, Mary Porteous was, when I was at the community center today, she asked me to put her name in the hat for her, but she was on her way to Virginia. So I'm telling y'all that she also asked.
So we have several here. Who wants to start? Anybody?
I will.
Okay. Go ahead.
My name is Tina Sloan. I served on the city council and as mayor for 7 years. When I did not seek reelection, it was because of my business and because I also knew I was gonna have to do some caregiving for my mom. And I knew I didn't have the time, and the city deserves the time. And it takes a lot of time, y'all know that. And you guys have worked through some obstacles that have been tough. And y'all have been very respectful to the employees and to the council members and mayor, and that's appreciated. Also, I just saw there was a need, and if I can help, I would love to. I have experience, I know how to jump in, get caught up, I know the procedure. Thank y'all.
Stand up. You're all right. I got
I wonder why. Nah, I got it.
I'm Casey Bocard.
No, I think it's speech.
I don't think any of us did.
Yeah, I think I'll be great up here. Y'all got a great team. I want to be part of it. I like what y'all are doing. I think I can help push it the right way.
That's it.
Thank you.
Didn't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll go in order, right?
Oh.
And just embarrassing
Okay,
your
go
mama
ahead.
and everybody. You fit right in up here.
I'm Jenny Knight. I've lived here 52 years. I've served on council with y'all 2 years before. I love the council. I appreciate everything y'all done. I'd like to be a help if I could to the community.
Thank you.
Angel LeCompte, lived here about 9 years now. Was a little, had a busy schedule, so it was hard for me to get involved in the community, and now I can. I love where I live. I love this county. The people are great here, and I would love to help and learn everything I possibly can about Vernon. So.
Great. Thank you.
Frank Zerika. I'm retired. I worked for the state for about 31 years. 24 of that years I was in a supervisor position. My last 5 years I was a department head. I had to manage and maintain a $12,000 budget each month. My wife was born and raised here. She's lived here just about all her life. We moved back to Vernon about 3 years ago. We got a place on the creek now. She owns several pieces of property here. And I got plenty of time on my hands to help the city.
Thank you, Mr. Pratt.
Where did Johnny go?
He went
He
home.
left,
Mr. Johnny left. There was nobody else.
just Miss Mary
Miss
Porteous.
Mary, and we all know that Miss Mary has served on council for 2 years as well. Previously.
Becky, may I say that just, it tickles me that so many people are here tonight. And that if you don't get appointed tonight, this only goes through March, and there will be an election in March.
Yes.
And if you want to help the city, if you don't get appointed tonight, come do your packet and run for election in March. So,
And that,
Packets are in February.
yeah, the packets will be available in February. There's so many days prior to the election. And also, they cannot appoint a mayor, so the mayor will not be appointed tonight, just city council members.
and whoever is appointed will also have to run in March. So it's just, like she said, it's just till the March election.
And I'm glad I don't have to vote.
Well, we have some, I'm excited because this is the most,
This is what.
this is the most that I have seen in all the years that I've been here, I think, show up for. Even, I don't even think this many people.
Usually when we have an election, nobody runs. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
So-
terrible.
We are in some strange times here. We have been for a while. I'm looking, I think that, and this is just my opinion, we need to go, I would like to see at least one seat with someone experienced on it. And that's just my opinion. Like I said, it's until March. So, but if we had one more that had some experience, that would make me feel better. And reason being is because if some of y'all don't understand, if one of the three of us can't be here, we can't have a meeting.
Yeah.
That was the reason that this meeting was pushed back to when it was, one of the reasons. And the other was the timeline of being able to appoint. There was no sense in having a meeting and then having to go back and do it again. We've had to do that a lot lately. Also, I'm gonna throw in here real quick that for those of you that are new that don't know, we don't just have a workshop and a meeting once a month. I've seen since I've been here that a lot of times there's 3, 4,
There's, yeah, a few.
4
That's okay.
special meetings, emergency meetings, just depending on what comes up. So be ready for that, whoever gets on. And for those of you that know that have been here before, y'all know how it goes. You just roll with it, whatever comes up. Like I said, I'm excited to see so much participation because I've not seen it even on election times before. I think maybe in the earlier days of Miss Darla Armstrong, people showed up to run, but it hasn't been that way in many years. So with that, I'm gonna hand it over to one of you two to speak or start or give me an opinion or something.
Well, I had the opportunity to work with Tina through her mayor and her counselor. And she was very good when she was here, and I understood, and when her mom got, she had to stop. and I was sad that she did. I was very sad that she couldn't be with us anymore because she did a good job and she was very involved. And I'd like to see her back again. She I always told her to come back.
Then we'll make a motion for each one, right? Yeah. Well, I'll make a motion for Tina to be the first one to fill the seat.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Nobody's here to oppose. Congratulations.
Thank you for coming back.
We have one more seat left. What's the will of council? We've met and spoken with everyone.
Candidates.
And we have a lot of really good candidates, so.
Let's see. I'm just looking around. No. Let me see. It's a hard decision here.
It is.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I mean, I think that all of them would be good. I do like that, Frank had said that he's retired, he's got time, he can go around, he can look, he can help out in times that he's, here in the city. Jeannie has time that she served as well, which is good. Miss Mary, I've actually served on the council with her, and she done a good job while she was here, and she dedicates a lot of time at the community center as well. So it's just a tough decision between all of them. What's your thoughts?
Well, I agree with you. Also Casey is
Yeah, Casey's
is
been here
young
forever.
and he's lived here his whole life. And so I don't have a problem with working with any one of them.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us do, so whatever y'all want.
I don't know.
It sounds like retired or young at this point. From what I'm hearing.
I'm sorry.
No,
And I apologize because you do let me speak, y'all. I knew everybody here, but I apologize.
No,
You were
I'm-
not meant to be left
it was
out on by
joking.
anybody.
I'm not offended.
And you've been here
I've been in
9 years.
management on other boards before,
Yeah.
I'm not offended.
Yeah, okay, good, great, because you're gonna get offended if you're ever on.
Oh, I would not.
Sure,
Yes, ma'am.
wouldn't some be a conflict of interest?
She's talking about Casey.
She's talking, yeah.
Because
According
his father
to-
would be an employee, and you're making a decision.
Well, it's not an
Okay.
issue.
No, but I just
Rusty,
meant,
well, go ahead, Miss Michelle.
So when I do,
That's his, Rusty's son. Bogart's son.
okay,
even though our charter's 1925.
I think if the employee is already employed when the person takes office, it's acceptable. Let me double check that.
We've had issues.
Miss Oline was on the council and Jason was an employee.
Director.
And there's been issues.
Oh, Lord.
Just to go forward in the city. Nothing against Casey, but against you.
Ms. Wynn, while she's looking, you want to give your thoughts on the remaining?
Well, I know Jeannie, and I know Gina, and I never met her son. I know him now. And I don't think I know him.
This is Josh's dad.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I know Josh.
Just ask me, right?
I heard the name too. I didn't.
We enjoy working with Josh.
Josh.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Let me
we
go back,
did.
um,
Oh, no.
because I was trying to say something when, Miss Lord, brought up, conflict of interest. Miss Angel, I again apologize because,
Me too, sweetheart.
and I'm overwhelmed like everybody else is, that somebody, especially somebody, you know, fairly new would be
Yeah.
interested, because we've not had that.
It's
To
good.
my knowledge, the last time maybe Miss Mary was probably the
The
newest
last one
She'd
that
been
came
here
in.
for, you know, a while too. So again, I apologize, did not mean to leave you
I
out.
did not take it that way. You're
Okay,
fine.
thank you.
Oh, wait, what is the vision of the council? Becky,
Excuse me?
what is the vision of the council? What do y'all want to see?
Right. As for me, I would like to see, us be able to clear up some of the things that we've been dealing with, and that some previous council have been dealing with, like the plant, for instance. The leaks that we have, you know, I'd
Water
like to
and
see some
sewer.
of this done. Water and sewer, yeah, the improvements that need to be done, I think that's
Yeah, I mean,
basically been the focus, for the last couple of years,
Issues.
is trying to fix the issues. You know how old the plan is. I mean, you know when it was put in, and you know, what the city's faced with it for years now. And so I'm excited and hopeful for the upgrades. Praying that this grant goes through for the community center like we want it to. It's hard to, I mean, I have a vision for, you know, things that I would like to see done like at the track and all, but for me right now, it's really hard to focus on too much ahead when we've got so much that's behind that we need to focus on. So that, as for me, that's where I'm at right now. I can't speak for the other two on this, but that's where I'm at, and I think that's been the focus of pretty much every meeting that we've been in for quite some time, is trying to
water and sewage.
handle the things that need to be handled, you know, that.
Really getting a strong public works team, I think would help a lot.
And the
Somebody
roads
strong.
too.
Getting strong in leadership and being able to really, make sure that the things are being done like they're supposed to be done. I believe would help the city out about more than anything right now. Just leading the guys the right way and making sure that we're doing the right way.
I'm gonna jump in on that note and say again, because, he doesn't hear it because he's not here, except maybe when he goes in office, but Rusty has really been a saving grace for us as far as
Oh, yeah.
doing everything that he could do, by himself, and then with Jimmy and his bunch coming in. We really appreciate you too, Jimmy, because you really had to step up and go above and beyond, and you've helped Rusty, and
It's good, it's just not grass mowing season right
no,
now.
it's not, and there's been a lot. And,
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome. I'd be glad
see
y'all
Rusty
find
thank
something.
him too.
And when do you plan to get a public works director from that from?
There's some,
That's
that's
on
number
the agenda
two
tonight,
on
we're
the
gonna set,
Okay.
we're gonna discuss that tonight.
done this for years.
Anything over there?
That may be.
You know, I said the other night that the plant was in the best shape it had been in years, and when I said that, I didn't mean it towards any past public work directors. I meant that you have somebody that's what their job is, their real job, not having to carry 15 different hats and work on the plant. So having Jimmy be able to do that, as specifically trained to do that, has been really beneficial to the city.
Well,
Right now.
Michelle, I'll pop in because I know that this has come up quite a few times before, and I know we've had relatives on council and all of that, but as far as the instance with a council member and, an employee, there is a public works director's position that is in between that. And I know in the past, as with, Ms. O'Leen, and Jason was moved into the public works directors, but she came on before that happened. He was just an employee. And it was said at that time that it was not an issue because there was somebody in between, and we as council acted as one as far as a vote, no specific council member.
Yeah, the question I'm trying to answer is, the standing when the employee is already employed, I don't think he would be prohibited from running for office. If y'all want to move on to the public works director and let me keep looking at this, that's fine too.
Okay. Number 2, discuss interview and hiring date for labor and a public works director. our next scheduled meeting is a workshop.
We can do
We can do a
before.
special meeting before the workshop, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, I really think we need to get somebody hired quick.
We do.
Oh, well, we need to in a hurry.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of applications dropped off. One is for Public Works Director and it was from Bulldog. The other one, I don't know his real name, y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
And the other one is from Ricky Simmons, as a laborer. And those are the only two, but we have the previous past ones that can also be pulled from, because we hold them for 6 months. So anybody that turned in, previously can also be pulled back in to look at as far as for laborer or public works director, because we had, Brian
Right.
that, put in for public works director too. And,
See the truck runner?
he's the guy that lives on Spool Mill.
He sat right over here.
Yeah, and, I will say that, Rusty's really pulled his weight, and I feel like he could do that job. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I absolutely do too. And I've had conversations with him about it before. I realized that he was interested in it. Initially, he wasn't, and then he was. But I spoke to him again today, given the fact of this meeting tonight, and after some long thought and him working the way that he's worked, he would love to have more pay, but he knows that, that's gonna be later on as time goes on. But he's happy where he's at and has decided that he wants to pull his hat out of the race for that position.
So,
And that's fine.
no, I'm not upset.
Yeah, it just means he can do
I mean,
what he does.
everybody likes to work with Rusty, he's great in that capacity, so I get that. But with that being said, we've got 2 applications. Do we need to bring those 2 applicants in for the workshop special meeting?
Well, and when it's advertised, we may have more
It is being
apply for
advertised.
them, so.
If anything between now and then. we'll
And
stick
the
them
previous
on.
ones are being added automatically.
Yes, sir.
Is what was
Yes, ma'am.
stated prior.
Half the problem is that Vernon is also looking for same thing. And matter of fact, they've probably got to contact you, Candace, to see if you've got any
Said
leftovers.
Who is? Walsall.
I mean Wausau, I beg your pardon.
They're looking too?
What's that?
They're looking too?
They just lost their, yeah, they're
Public
gonna.
Works. I'll ask a stupid question.
That's a question.
Do we have to have a public works director?
Where's Jimmy? They have to get water certified, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
They're
if
licensed.
we have someone water certified, do we have to have a public works director?
That's up to the city.
Could have somebody.
Well, what
lead
does the charter say?
And you got a personnel file too that may have it.
That's what I'm saying. What does
I mean, the charter.
Charter, like,
Personnel
have to
policy.
have one, I'm not sure.
Just whoever you interview or whoever you decide to hire, just make sure they can meet the criteria to go get the license.
Yes.
That's the big thing.
There's a lot to do with the hours,
Do
right?
we,
The work
Hours is one big
That's the
thing.
headache he doesn't want at his age.
Jimmy, let me ask you this, do you know, or can Candace get what criteria is for taking that test, like,
I can give it to you in short form. You gotta have 2,080 hours in the field. That's 1 year. You gotta have a high school diploma or GED. You gotta complete a course. And you gotta sit for a state exam. That's
What was
pretty
the
much
last
it. Sit for a state exam after the course. To get the level that you need, you need a level C.
I'm sorry, Jimmy, I couldn't hear that last part.
You need a level C, because there's
And she says you.
4 levels, I believe, but y'all are gonna be required to have a C.
Level C license,
And that's the criteria I gave you.
okay.
Casey, do you have that? Do you have that?
You got a water distribution?
I had the sewer.
No, it's gotta be a water.
He worked down on the beach.
I had the
I knew
sewer C.
You got the time?
You got the sewer C?
And you know, if you hire somebody that's already got the experience and somebody can verify it, they can take the course, they'll give you set for exam.
I worked for the city of Panama for
Yeah, I
like
know.
3 years.
So you got time.
He's got the time. But he worked for the
Got a little
county.
home.
Yeah, he worked for
Look at
the
that.
county and he might want to leave the
See
county.
there?
We don't be.
Just think about it. Got time.
You have to weigh that out.
But that job is, there's a lot of pieces to that job. There's a lot of pieces to that job that's unique to Vernon.
Yeah.
So the last qualification needs to be trainable.
Yeah.
Very
Trainable for the
trainable,
football plan.
yeah. Because there's some stuff in this town that, had I not been in it for 35 plus years, I may have never seen it, because you don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
All right, so,
So your charter does not call for a public works director, it calls for a board of public works with 3 members.
So it doesn't call for a director?
No.
no, that was
And
changed.
that's the 1925 charter.
It's the only one we
It's the
have.
only one
That
we
one
have.
we have.
You'll have another one.
And then Florida statute, because you said sometimes the charter is not equal to what's acceptable now, or what's required now.
I don't think there's any statutory authority as far as the public works director. It comes up, I don't know that it matters what you call the person that has the certification that Jimmy was talking about.
You know, as long as you've got one, and he's gonna be on the
I think
side.
Candace's question was more along the lines of if it was a city employee, did it have to be the one that was actually working at the plant? Could any city
Anybody.
employee hold the license and somebody else? Or would that
Can I
person
go
hold the
take the
license?
test?
Could we
So that we have a license?
if we had the hours?
You could, and you could pass it, but you would be responsible for every leak
Yeah.
to be visually
Yeah,
there.
that's what.
When it first came out, they were using my license until they got in trouble.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here, but they quit that. So
It's hard to
it,
find
it's
somebody
hard
that's
to
got a license
find,
that'll work for
to
what
use
y'all
somebody
pay.
like one of y'all, them. You need somebody that's in the field.
Yeah, what's the key? You hire somebody, they do through all that, they get their license, then they're free to go wherever they
That's
want.
right, yeah.
Well, but the city paying, that's a good question, but the city paying for the testing and all, we could put something. I mean, a lot of people pay for school, they still, we
Like
could
a-
stipulate.
Like CDL test.
Jimmy Shakin said no.
You can put something that you can recoup your money if you
Right, you
research
can-
at least the time.
If you quit within a certain amount of time,
The
you gotta
state,
repay.
the state done that,
But they never got their money back.
never got their money back. Once a person quits, they quit.
Well, but that's the thing
Because the
though.
state was gonna spend more money in legal fees to take this person to court to get $2,000 back.
Yes, sir, I understand that, but our problem so far has been that nobody that's applied has their license, because, and the ones that do won't come here because they're making more.
Exactly. And Jimmy will tell you, contract, if you do contract work, the state was paying them $60 an hour, you know, and they're required to do 3 hours. You know, so
Well, that's why, it's just my opinion, I would.
that's the downside of all of that.
Yeah, someone who's not, I'm not gonna say this to try to hurt anybody's feelings, but a retired person or, somebody, that, has a full family or something like that, this job is probably not gonna be something they're gonna look at anyway. For me, it's probably gonna be someone younger that, isn't,
To build a career in it.
yeah, to move up and be willing to stay and go to school and do the work and make a career out of it and retire from it. Or at least stay long enough that we're not having to do this every time we turn around or every
Well,
couple of
before I
years.
retired, I had a retired plant operator that came back to work. And he just got tired of being
Yeah.
retired.
Well, and we had that, and the reason I say that, what brought that to mind was, we had, there was a couple that, several of us had talked to that were interested to start with, but after they thought about it, they were like, no, there's just too much. Like I said again, because when she had asked a question earlier, what, we were thinking about for the city, because we do have a lot of problems here right now, and we're trying to work on them, but
Need somebody dedicated to do it.
yeah, and for the money that we're able to pay right now, so far we haven't.
I'm gonna say, I know y'all were thanking me and all, you may not after this. The night you had everybody here to hire a public works director. You told them you're gonna work a bunch of overtime, and the next thing on the agenda is you made position salary.
Yeah.
There was 4 of the 5 that said they wouldn't.
No, they won't.
And you're gonna get that.
Yeah.
Even if they don't know how much overtime is gonna be involved, they're gonna find out pretty quick. It's just like Rusty right now, we fixed that big leak on 277 on Saturday. Took several hours. There's gonna be a lot of extra. I'd rather you tell them that up front than them to see it and then walk away and they're doing this again. No, we're willing to help them any way we can, but you want somebody that's gonna try to stay. I'm talking about the director's position. I really thought the labor you hired was gonna hang in there, and he was very teachable.
Just money on the road.
Well, we got a lot to think about. We're gonna set, is everybody agreeable to set the
Special
meeting for the workshop on, Candace, what's the date of the workshop?
I just had it. It's the 6th. No, the 5th.
Is it really?
It's on 5th.
The first Monday in January.
It's the 5th. It's the 5th.
I'll be at the Mayo Clinic on the 5th.
You'll be where?
At the Mayo Clinic on that Monday.
You wanna move it to the 6th?
We can still have it, right?
Y'all can still have it.
You won't be back until,
I won't be here on the 6th, I'll be in Westville that night.
Nikki, can you
I can do that.
help me? I won't call you out this time.
So we're gonna have it on the
January
5th.
5th.
If I get done and get back, I will come straight here, Nikki. I promise.
I'll be more prepared.
She did great last time.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, Heritage Festival updates, and we need to set the parade date for the permitting purposes, April 24th, 25th.
I know that's a long way ahead, but I have to have signed minutes when I apply for a permit for a parade. So I just wanted to go ahead and get this done, so it's out of the way.
When is it, 24th and 25th?
Of April, so the parade would be on the 25th on the Saturday.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
That's second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Do you have a time on that?
I think it's gonna be at 10 like it was last.
Who's gonna determine that?
We've got a committee, Heritage Festival Committee.
No, I know who the committee is, but, so they're gonna tell you what time the parade's gonna
We'll
be?
discuss it and decide, but I think we all talked about 10 o'clock.
Is that what it was
As
last
like,
time?
I think so, as the kickoff, and then people could go. We are gonna have, changing it up a little bit as far as where people are placed this year. And I really, really wanna do like kayak or canoe races at the creek, since the creek was part of the main thing of when the city was formed. So if that works out, there'll be events there as well. So that's the plan.
Would you send that to me?
Number 5, do I have a motion to approve, splitting the Christmas bonus between 3 employees and what Candace and Nikki do with theirs?
You skip 4.
You skip moving.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I really need
Well, I've got.
Nikki needs that roof.
Yeah, I know, we gotta circle back to, appointing the other council member too, that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
All right, number 4, select a roofing company for the gymnasium repairs. I apologize, Nikki.
It's okay.
You do have anybody in mind?
I would like to go with the company that said they would replace the whole,
You have the
What's
money
it
still
called
in
on
the
there?
budget
Yes.
anyways.
yeah, it's the ridge cap. Is that what it's called on there?
Is that the
They-
one from the CNC
every-
construction?
No, I don't know which one.
Johnson or Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Mitchell?
Mitchell, the
The
first
one, I know all 3 of them said something about,
Mitchell shows the ridge cap on broke down
yes.
as a
Then
line.
that's the one that I would like to go with because that company said that they would, that what is happening is there's multiple places in the ridge cap and the water is traveling, which is making the leaks because where the leaks are in the gym, which is pretty much the whole gym, there's no rhyme or reason, and what is happening is it's getting up under the ridge cap and rolling across the spray foam and leaking. So all 3 companies said that they would seal the areas that needed to be sealed, but that one was the only one that said they would replace the actual whole ridge cap, which is the whole length of the gym.
It's the best price too.
Oh.
So I mean, it's a win-win.
So I would prefer that one just because they were the one that said they would replace the whole main thing and do the ceiling part, and the other 2 talked to me about doing the ceiling, and there was one piece or something that needed to be
Yeah,
sealed.
that's the Johnson, the
Something.
applying the one flash premium stuff.
Yeah, something. I would just feel better if I could get a hold of the ridge cap, cause all of them said that was the main area that was leaking. But that was the only one that I seen that said they would replace the ridge cap and do the ceiling part.
I'll make a motion that we, give Mitchell, roofing the contract for the gym.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried.
I'm excited for the new year, sorry.
Number
Y'all just
5.
didn't mention.
Yeah.
This gym is,
Number 5, do I have a motion to approve splitting the Christmas bonuses between 3 employees?
I make a motion we approve.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, go back over my paper that I wrote all over.
Me too.
I'm thinking that I haven't missed anything else. We need to circle back around and what is the middle council on appointing the other seat?
So the appointment of an employee's parent would be lawful, but there would still be ongoing ethical issues if there's not a layer of supervision, including the authority to terminate between the council and the employee.
Yeah, in previous times, I know that there's been, instances where council members have had to abstain from a vote. And fill out forms, so. Alright, what is the middle council? Do we have another seat filled?
How about a lottery? Pick a number.
It's business. You can't be afraid to hurt people's feelings.
I know, I'm not afraid.
We all adults.
I'm not afraid, no. I'm just, you know, I'm just thinking.
You get her fired up and you'll see
You don't want to do that.
I got her some cold water.
Well, that's just the thing that she doesn't drink more.
No, I don't.
These are the toughest choices in a
Really,
small
it
town.
is.
This is one of the hard things.
Yeah, it's much easier when you just go and
When
cast
you
your
vote.
ballot.
You cast your ballot and it's over, yeah. But to a point, it's a different story.
I have a question. If it's, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
If it's unethical, can he run and people of Vernon vote him in and he still can sit on the council?
He can, but he'll still have to deal with the ethical
He'll have
issues.
to probably restrain when it comes to his dad, right?
Yes.
Yes, he would have to abstain, but there also may be limitations on the council if there's not, like if his dad was the public
So
works
tell me,
director, that he would not be
How
allowed
could
to.
everybody else do it? Tina was on there with your mom, right?
We were both on the council.
And Olene was
council
on,
working.
oh, okay, and Olene was on there when Jason was hired, right?
But they both was on, they were both on the council
Yeah.
at the
Well,
same time.
No.
Trey
Owen
was on
council.
with his
No.
mama as an employee also.
Right.
That was
And
before I
Laverne,
got here.
Yeah.
Laverne was on there when James was an employee, right?
No, James
He
was
was a
mayor.
fire chief.
He was fire chief, he wasn't getting paid.
Okay.
And it doesn't count for a volunteer position.
It's been done before, and
It's just a
you
paid
just
position.
abstain and fill out the paperwork, and like she said,
Paid,
there's
but also if
limitations.
there's not a layer of supervisory.
Gotcha. So even if he
delegation.
got voted in, he wouldn't be able to take it, or is that what you?
He could take it,
take it.
he would have to abstain, but also his father would be limited in his ability to be promoted within the city.
Okay.
I would like to say it's best to be where you don't have the conflicts of interest.
And that is a tenet under chapter
I mean, if I
112,
don't
that
get
you
it, I'm
should
still
take a
gonna
position
run.
where you should have to
Yeah.
I mean,
repeatedly abstain.
I mean, to go forward, and some of the names that you have mentioned, there's been lawsuits against the city. There's been.
I know, but I was
videos
just
of the
wondering,
cities. It's been a
because it
lot.
was done so much, and you know that it's been, because you've been here a long time, it's been done so much.
I don't recall there ever being any lawsuits
Oh,
associated
yes.
with that particular situation.
With different situations of the names that you have said, which I
Oh,
don't know
well,
the
yeah,
name,
but I
but
don't, yeah, those are
But to go
separate
forward-
from, yeah.
for the city of Vernon.
Okay, well, let's just move on. So what is the real council on the point?
What are the names of the ones that are?
We have Miss Mary Portis, who is not with us tonight, Casey Borkard, Jeannie Shots, Miss Angel LeConte, did I get that right? And Mr. Frank Zarica.
Well, you need to have somebody that's kind of,
All the same thing.
experienced with some other things too, besides the council, you know, somebody that's experienced with, you said what did you do with you?
My last 5 years at the state, I was over the construction and maintenance of the facility. So I took care of a lot of issues that would arise, repaired wells, sewage treatment plants, doing work for me for several years, things like
That
that.
might be a big help to us, I don't know.
And like I said, I had a balanced budget. I had a $12,000 budget and 10 employees.
Okay, so,
Somebody make a motion, we're gonna be here all night. Y'all don't, I'm gonna pass the gavel and y'all gonna
what's
be
his
embarrassed.
last name? This is Sarica. Well, I'm gonna go with it. Mr. Sarica.
So I have a motion to approve Mr. Frank Zarica. Do I have a second?
I say,
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. If there's nothing further, can I have a motion to adjourn? Yes, Jimmy?
I
go
have a
ahead.
question.
Yeah, okay.
When do we swear them in?
It'll be at the next meeting.
It'll be the next
Can-
meeting.
At a special meeting, or?
You can do it at the special meeting if you want.
Okay.
But that's not it's gonna be a workshop anyway.
Well, we're doing the
But
meeting
it's still-
before
It gotta
that.
be a meeting though.
But it's a meeting before
It
the
has to be a
workshop.
meeting.
Ms.
because we have to
Quinn,
vote.
we're having a special meeting
Okay, that's.
before the workshop that night.
So everybody, that will be on January the 5th.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Jimmy.
I don't know, I could wait till next month, but it's about time to test the backflow again, just need to know if y'all want me to do it or not. You know, I just need to know
They've got to be done and
next year. But it takes me a while to get off, y'all the only ones I do it for.
Don't you do them in April?
Yeah, but it'll take me a couple of months to get ready.
Is that something that we need to vote on?
It's already in the budget, right?
Yeah, he's been doing it.
Every year anyway, yeah.
Go ahead.
Just don't let it affect anything else.
Yeah.
You got a lot of other stuff going on right now.
No, it's gonna be a little while.
I said, don't you do it in April? You did it in April.
Do you have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I'll say.
All?
I don't know what.
Said it.
Candace, I'll leave that to figure out who made the motion and who seconded on that.